Welcome to the Safe Money Retirement Show with your host, Tim Wood. Tim is a retirement and income specialist, certified financial fiduciary, and the founder of SafeMoneyRetirement.com. Tim primarily serves Western North Carolina, East Tennessee, and Southwest Virginia, but he's sought after nationally for his expertise in helping people secure their retirements. Mr. Wood is a licensed life insurance professional in multiple states and specializes in working with people who are near retirement and those who have already retired with wealth management, income planning, and asset protection strategies using life, health, long-term care, and annuity insurance products. And now, here to talk with you about securing your retirement, your host, Tim Wood.
Hello, this is Tim Wood, your host, welcoming you to the Safe Money Retirement Show. I'm an asset and retirement protection specialist and your one-stop source for capital preservation and strategic income planning. I recently had the privilege and honor of doing a live interview again with Tom Hegna. Now, a lot of y'all already know who Tom is. He's a former lieutenant colonel, one of the top speakers in the country. He has authored 6 books. He's been viewed in over 80 million homes with his Don't Worry, Retire Happy public television special. And he's considered to be the retirement income expert in the United States, and I'm lucky enough to call him a personal friend. Let's go ahead and jump in and listen to part of the interview right now. Tom, this question has to do with the do-it-yourself investors. You know as well as I do that there are a lot of do-it-yourself investors out there, and they may think they don't need my help. So maybe they've done well at building their wealth, but now, as you say, I've heard you say, they're moving into a period of protecting, distributing, and transferring their wealth. So why should they get professional help now?
Well, I think every retiree should be working with a financial professional. Look, I've said it before, you don't do your own dental work in your garage with your drill set. And I would argue that your retirement plan is way more important than, your wisdom tooth or whatever, tooth problem you're having. Retirement is for the rest of your life. And I don't believe you can do it yourself. I know this stuff in and out. I've written 5 books. I've trained over 300,000 financial advisors. I have a TV special that's played in 80 million homes in U.S. Canada. I have multiple financial advisors. Because look, I know what I'm supposed to do, but when it comes to actually picking the exact company and product, I need somebody that can scan 5,000 different products and narrow it down to 5 or 10 that would work for me. I don't want to go through 5,000 different products. And so I have people who can do the screens on the annuities and life insurance to do it exactly the way that I want to. So yeah, I use a financial professional. I can't imagine not.
Yeah, that's a great point. And it's something that people hear me talk about, making sure you're with someone, kind of like what you just said, Tom, that's independent, that can show you all of your options, that's not just showing you one option, but they can show you everything and that has access to everything, is licensed everywhere and with all the companies that are available. So yeah, I agree totally. Being with someone that has the ability to look at everything and show you all of your options for exactly what you're looking for, super, super, super important. Now, Tom, as a general guideline, what is the optimal retirement plan and what information are you using to back up your strategy?
So, Paychecks and Playchecks was really the math and science behind a successful retirement. I studied the works of Dr. David Babel, Dr. Moshe Milevsky of Toronto, Dr. Menachem Yari of Israel, Dr. Wade Fowd, Dr. Michael Finca of the American College. You got Nobel Prize recipients, Dr. William Sharp, Dr. Robert C. Merton. It's all very clear. There is an optimal way to retire. And in Paychecks and Playchecks, what I love about Paychecks and Playchecks, it concludes with 4 very simple steps. Step number 1. You want to cover your basic living expenses in retirement with guaranteed lifetime income. All right. Step number 2, you want to then optimize the rest of your portfolio to protect yourself against inflation. See, the guaranteed lifetime income will protect you from running out of money. It'll protect you from deflation. It'll protect you from market risk. It'll protect you from order of returns risk, withdrawal rate risk. What it doesn't protect you against is inflation. So step number 2, you want to invest your money to protect yourself against inflation. Step number 3, you must have a plan for long-term care. And step number 4, the most efficient way to pass wealth to children, grandchildren, and charities is with life insurance. That was what Paychecks and Playchecks was all about. It was just the simple, optimal way to do it. Now, what I did with Don't Worry, Retire Happy, I did the Paychecks and Playchecks presentation down in San Diego, probably almost 9 years ago now, and somebody that was there from PBS, Public Television. They said, Tom, we need to take this message out to the American people. They're getting the wrong message from all these other talking heads, but we're not sure they're really going to understand this Paycheck and Playcheck thing. We would need a simpler title. So I wrote, Don't Worry, Retire Happy. Now, Don't Worry, Retire Happy had 7 steps. You say, yeah, but Paychecks and Playchecks had 4. Yeah, well, this is TV. We had to expand a little. So step number 1, you want to have a plan and work with a financial professional. Step number 2, you want to maximize your Social Security benefits. Step number 3, you should consider a hybrid retirement. That's kind of working part-time in retirement. Step number 4, you got to protect yourself against inflation. So there's the inflation protection. Step number 5, you got to have that guaranteed lifetime income. So that's the same. Step number 6, you got to have a plan for long-term care. That didn't change. Step number 7, use your home equity wisely. It's talking about using home equity in wise ways. And then I end the book with the most efficient way to pass wealth to children, grandchildren, and charities is with life insurance. So those are the optimal ways to do it. And again, it's all based in math and science. These aren't my opinions. The research is in all the books. I list all the references. And now you've got the Ernst & Young white paper. Now BlackRock just came out with a thing that says if you put an annuity in your portfolio, you're going to have 29% more income for the rest of your life, and you're going to lower your risk by another 15%. That's BlackRock. They have $7 trillion in the stock market. If they thought the stock market was the place for all your money, I promise you they would have written a white paper that said that. They didn't. Ernst & Young didn't write that either, okay? Neither did the Wall Street Journal. So, I mean, you can take the advice of the experts, or you can kind of wing it and do it yourself. But I am telling you, this is what I do with my own retirement. I am not just talking the talk. I'm walking the walk. I'm 75% retired right now.
Yeah, I know you are. I'm looking forward to that day myself, my friend. And I love the fact that everything that you're doing is backed up by science and facts. It's not just your opinion, but that everything that you do is backed up by numbers and factual stuff, right? So, and as people have already heard me say before, I have got copies of Don't Worry, Retire Happy. Anybody listening to this that wants a copy, just reach out to us. I'll send you one absolutely free, and you can read all of that information for yourself. Tom, as you can imagine, most of my listeners are seniors, or they're getting to the senior age, or approaching retirement, or starting to think about retirement. I know they're concerned about how they retire, obviously, without any financial stress. But I'm also sure that they're concerned about the finances of their children and grandchildren. Please tell me about your new book that you just released not long ago, Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, which is directed towards the younger generation.
Yes, so I got a new book coming out. It just came out. It's Tom Hegna's Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. And what's different about this book is I've spent my entire career helping baby boomers retire the optimal way. I've talked about protecting wealth. I've talked about distributing wealth. I've talked about giving wealth. But I haven't really talked about building wealth. So this was for Generation X, Y, Z, millennials on how to build wealth so that they too someday could retire. So that's what the book is about. It's about building wealth.
And it is excellent. It is a fantastic book. Thanks for writing that. It's got a lot of really good insights on people that are looking to build wealth. I highly recommend it, just like I recommend everything that you've written. You've been listening to part of my recent interview with world-class economist Tom Hegna. Now, I'm sure you'd probably like to get some more information. We have got a stack of Tom Hegna's books here. You can get a free copy. Just give us a call or log on to our website. Our website is, safemoneyretirement.com, or give us a call, 833-413-SAFE. That's 833-413-7233. And let whoever answers the phone, let them know you want a copy of Tom Hegna's book, Don't Worry, Retire Happy. We will send you one absolutely free, no charge whatsoever. Ton of great information in there. I highly, highly, highly recommend you get your own copy. This is Tim Wood, your host of the Safe Money Retirement Show. I'll be right back after this informative message.
Business owners, some of you have worked 20 and even 30 years to build your business. You're ready to sell this asset and go into retirement, but you don't want to risk or lose any of your hard-earned money. Property owners, have you just sold your property and need to turn that money into lifetime income? How about 401k participants? Have you recently changed jobs or reached the age 59 and a half and have a retirement account you don't want to see exposed to market losses? If you have money you're counting on for retirement, don't gamble your life's work away if you are nearing or in retirement. Take some chips off the table and do something to take the stress out of retirement. Call 833-413-SAFE. That's 833-413-7233. Your hard-earned money deserves our help. Call us now at 833-413-SAFE. That's 833-413-7233. Now back to more of the Safe Money Retirement Show with your host, Tim Wood.
Thank you for tuning in to the Safe Money Retirement Show. I'm Tim Wood, a market risk mitigation specialist helping clients with retirement money preservation and income planning. In today's case file, we're going to look at the story of Jack. Jack was a great guy. He actually owned a successful business that he ran for many years. When he retired, he sold his business for a huge payday. He actually attended one of my Safe Money Retirement webinars that I did and scheduled a time to meet with me afterwards. Now, after a thorough discussion of his assets, we determined that he was wanting to protect a total of $2.7 million. Now, I know for a lot of us people, that sounds like a crazy number, but whether it's $2.7 million or $270,000, you'll be able to see yourself in this and what we did for him. What he wanted to do is protect that 2.7 from losses and turn part of that into a guaranteed income. So what we actually did for him was a mix of 5 different products to cover all of his bases. One was for about $800,000 in a guaranteed lifetime income product that will pay him and his wife over $4,000 a month. Now, rates change all the time, so I can't promise you that's what it's going to be when you and I talk. But that's what it was for them. No matter how long they live, they're going to get that over $4,000 a month. So you add that with Social Security. They also own rental properties. You add all that together, and that will be more than enough to support the lifestyle that they want in retirement. Now, Jack also wanted the ability to increase that income in the future, so we added 3 separate $150,000 policies that will grow at a guaranteed roll-up rate, meaning they compound every year that they defer. So every year that he defers it, it gets bigger and bigger and bigger, and then he can turn on that income at any point in the future whenever they need a little bit more income. Then the remainder we put into a product that allows for growth with no losses, and he can change every year how it grows. Some years he may want to have it grow fixed. Some years he may want to have it grow against the S&P. Some years he may want to do 50% fixed and 25% S&P and 25% in the Morgan Stanley. He can do whatever he wants to do every single year based on what's going on in the market and in the world. Now, of course, it was a big plan. After it was completed, I can tell you they both felt at ease. You could almost see a weight lift off of them. They knew they could start living their dream retirement without the stress of losing their large nest egg or having to worry about what the market does. It was a huge win-win, and you could actually even say it was a win-win times 5 because we did 5 plans. Well, I'm about out of time, and I would like to thank you for listening to the Safe Money Retirement Show. If you're serious about your financial future, give me a call, and together we'll get your retirement savings on the fast track to accumulate while reducing exposure to market loss. Thanks for listening, and until next time at the same time, I'm Tim Wood reminding you to stay safe so you can step into a secure future.
You've been listening to the Safe Money Retirement Show with your host, Tim Wood. Find out how to contractually guarantee that your hard-earned money is safe from market losses and that you have an income you can't outlive so you can have the retirement that you deserve. Call Tim Wood now for your complimentary Safe Money Retirement Book and Information Kit at 833-413-SAFE. That's 833-413-7233. Or request your copy of Tim's book online at safemoneyretirement.com. The preceding information does not represent tax, legal, or investment advice. Surrender charges apply to base contracts. Optional lifetime income benefit riders are used to calculate lifetime payments only and are not available for cash surrender or in a death benefit unless specified in the annuity contract. Fees may apply. Guarantees are based on the financial strength and claims-paying ability of the insurance company. No information presented today should be acted upon without meeting with a qualified and licensed professional. Obviously, by calling us now, you are just taking the first step towards protecting your retirement. It's important that you read all insurance contract disclosures carefully before making a purchase decision. Rates and returns mentioned on this program are subject to change without notice.